All right, where we were.
Uh, are we ready?
Are we ready? I mean, in my opinion, I think yes. I think that I think he's trying to take him out in one fell swoop. This is just the first run
Yeah,
of that swoop. Um, but there's so much shit going on in other parts of the world that we got to worry about at the
right.
same
North Korea and South
time.
Korea specifically.
Yeah, that China and Taiwan. We've got Russia, who
Yep.
is now taking over all of Ukraine. It's getting pretty fucking serious out there.
Yeah. Yeah. We are in World War III.
For sure.
We
This is
we
it.
attacked. We yeah. This is it. We attacked.
It. Um,
We're in World War III.
yeah. So my hope is that Iran is bluffing about having one on deck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that these strikes from Israel and the United States are enough to just end it. But I also know how resilient they are as well. Iran,
Right. They don't
Pakistan,
care, dude.
Iraq, all of those countries are way more resilient than I think people give them credit for.
Correct.
And they don't fucking stop. So
Yeah. They're willing to die. They don't
it
care. That is the ultimate sacrifice
is, it
for
is,
them. You know.
it really is. And
Yeah.
that's, when somebody literally has nothing to lose, they're a hard person to beat.
And that's
Uh,
scary.
and it is scary. But I
Yeah.
do like that. I think what Trump did was very, very well planned. Because even just a few
Uh,
days ago, he was saying that, we're going to give y'all 2 weeks and all this stuff. Um, and at first, I was like, Trump, why would you tell him what you're going to do when
right.
you literally yelled at Obama for doing the same thing on CNN?
Right.
But then, dude, I think he had planned it all along to where they would just come out of hiding, try to move their shit, and then tomahawks are just nailing them.
Right.
So I think that was a ploy because they're so used to the United States telling the world what they're going to do that they acted on that and then just got hit, hammered, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. If we wake up to fucking our phones going in the middle of the night,
Yeah,
we know that the West Coast is in danger.
yeah, for real.
'Cause- yeah, because they're not coming for Louisiana. You know, they're going to hit New York.
No,
They're going to hit
but
Washington. They're going to hit the West Coast.
also Louisiana is one of the more protected areas because
Right.
of all the stuff that's in the Gulf. They built into the Cold War and they still have it.
Right.
Um, but I don't think, I mean, I really don't think that anything they have would connect.
Yeah.
They would have to get lucky or smuggle it in somehow. Um, like we do have defense systems in place, but the crazy thing about
Right.
those defense systems, even though they're the best in the world, they work actually a shocking they don't work a shocking amount of the time.
Right.
I think it's like a 50% success rate on each one.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Uh, so don't hold me to that number, but I really think that that's what I read. Actually, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah. See the facts on that.
Yeah, yeah.
because it could very well be lower.
Oh my God! Don't say that. It says 50%. I
Cool.
was not wrong there, so that's a little bit alarming. But what are the odds that all of them fail, right?
Right.
It's
A
yeah.
Superman's going to pop out of the works and go out there and divert it into space. A lone hero.
The Avengers throwing it in a wormhole.
Yeah. Where have these guys been this whole time? And then, dude, we got this going on, but then we also
go ahead.
We also got fucking riots and shit happening in fucking dude, like, oh man, like in California, like this.
I was telling Levon earlier, as the police of the world, we're in a very precarious situation right now.
Right.
Because of everything at once. You can't fight a war on 2 fronts, much less 4 or 5 fronts. That's pretty crazy.
It is crazy, dude. It is crazy. What's really fucking crazy is the fact that we're literally fighting a war with another country in our country.
Yeah.
And like and the other country's not even fucking involved. It's the people of the country. Yeah, literally waving Mexican flags and stuff, and like protests and riots and like breaking into fucking Jordan stores, and like it's like, dude, you're protesting ICE raids, but you're waving a Mexican flag. It's like, oh, so you want to go back there? That's what you want? No, I don't want to go back there. Then what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. And I just hope that the world leaders can sort this one out. I really do, because I don't want to see no bright white light.
No, me neither. Yeah, me neither. And what's crazy, dude, is like there's no more there's no more foot soldiers, you know what I mean? There's no more like we fight wars with men,
Right.
like this is now like a push of a button and half your country is destroyed. And which is fucking scary, dude. It's so fucking scary. Like there's nothing you can do. There's absolutely nothing you can do. Just let it happen. Like fucking like Bubba in prison, like take that.
You want to start a poker game?
What'd you say?
Have you done the poker on here yet?
No, we did before.
Oh, okay.
Throw it out there.
I was trying to find the other one, but we'll do this one.
Authorize.
I'm looking for your name.
It's loading. I'm in a gas station buying my wife a fucking midnight snack.
Oh, I didn't realize you were driving around and stuff.
No, you're fine. I'm playing. I'm still playing. You're good. I don't see anything that she fucking wants. God damn it, dude.
You can add bots to the poker game.
Yeah,
bots. Cool. All right, I'm gonna play this bot, and where was we again?
There we go.
shit, I fucking
Not
forgot.
wanting to
Oh,
see the light.
the bright
and-
white light.
Yep.
Not wanting to see the light.
Do not want to see the light. But at the same time,
Yeah,
the
I don't wanna see
scarier
the light,
part
buddy.
is like there's nothing you can do to prevent seeing the light. You know, what can we do to
Right.
prevent it? Nothing. Okay, how many guns you got? So that part kind of sucks. But like you said, I think they're gonna try to do maximum damage off the bat if they go that route.
Right. 100%.
But at the same time, though, they're going to be having to launch that over several other countries. That
Yeah,
hopefully,
for sure. In airspace that they should not be launching that in.
right?
Can I get two Black and Mild sweets with plastic tip? Did you call me on that?
Yeah, it don't matter if I lose or not.
I don't say I had a jack.
I wasn't even looking at the cards. I was just calling, checking.
Thanks, sir. You're welcome. Did it pick you out?
I think that I'll be back on the next hand, possibly.
Oh, okay, got
Well, Levon and Dylan would join us. Maybe they will. You and I were talking about some pretty damn cool stuff a little bit ago.
What are you talking about?
Well, have you seen the videos of the guys that like have ChatGPT and Gemini like talk to each other? Yeah.
No,
they do that, right?
right.
But then Dylan was like, what if we could do that and just have it auto building stuff and auto deploying stuff, this and that. And they tried it for like a couple minutes, and the two AIs just kept piggybacking off of each other. Their personalized GPT was piggyback off of each other, and it did a ton of stuff in just a couple minutes.
Wow.
So I started looking into AI chains, and it is a thing that's being done. So we're going to try to automate all sorts of things with the AI. Get, a few of these accounts. I have to make a program that can let them communicate through text,
Right.
and they'll come up with an idea and build all the tools for it, and then execute the idea. And then just keep doing that shit, and then every step will be bounced back and forth between each other to figure it out and make sure it's good.
Right.
Which,
But where does it stop? Like, that's the thing. Like, where does it?
yeah, it stops with the end product, but I see what you're saying. It's gonna have. You have to be super careful setting it up, or else it'll just go on forever. Or
Right.
if it slightly goes off the rails, it will just completely go off the rails.
Right. Yeah.
But the thing
Yeah, that seems like that.
already, and so that's proof that it works. And we just have to
Right.
reverse engineer what they've done. And We're gonna implement this for the Traders Corner too, where we can all of our GPTs from the moderators or this Knights of the Round Table, you know, will work together. Because I just feel like the more GPTs you have involved, it's just exponential. You know, it's exponential. So we can have
Right.
we could do it in groups. Like we can have a group of GPTs that are just coming up with ideas and filtering them to figure out which one's more possible or which one's better or this and that. And then sending that to another group that's building the ideas, which sends it to another group that executes the ideas.
Right.
And you can just have like 15 devices running all the time.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
And
Dude.
I think, I know other people are doing this, but they're doing it with like 2 or 3. You know, they're not doing it with 15 or 20. Or think about it, dude. If you built a whole business off of this, you could have groups of groups of groups that, you know, as many as you can afford to pay for, all doing different things.
Right.
Oh, right.
And came check.
Ah, damn, bot. What are you doing?
Yeah, right. Raising the fucking shit.
They gotta have a good hand, but I want to see it.
Yeah, he's probably got a king.
Whatever, I'm calling. Doesn't matter. I think I just won this one. I'm gonna just do a little $10. Yeah, bitch. I knew you was bluffing the whole time.
Yeah. Bluffing.
Full house.
Fucking bot trying to build the pot. Trying to build the pot,
Yeah,
bully it, and you fucking lose.
I had a king 9, so I knew it. As soon as that third 9 landed.
That was it. Go.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
I'll bite on that one. I should have folded.
Yeah, that's a fold hand right there. Oh, the drama.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
shit, I
other
called.
version is better, I think. Whatever. Whoever wins can have my money.
Not me.
No way, I just lost to a bot.
Yeah, definitely.
We're calling. So what did Bitcoin end up doing? I
So apparently,
haven't even looked at
yeah,
none of this stuff since I got home. I've been
Mark said it started going fucking crazy. It started going up, 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 up. And I told him, I was like, dude, World War III must be happening. You know, something happened. And then 2 seconds later, I got a notification saying that we just bombed. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it didn't go
I was like,
crazy,
okay.
crazy, but it had fallen a good bit before it started coming back.
Yeah, but he was like, oh, dude, I'm gonna ride it. I was like, dude, cash it out.
Yeah, because tomorrow's news
It-
could
Yeah,
just
let's
change
take
the
your money
whole
right
thing.
now. Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
Tomorrow, everything's
I need to tell Levon to get prepared for some put options.
Yeah, because tomorrow everything's tanking.
But then companies like Lockheed are going to be doing good. Military companies
Right.
are going to definitely be doing good.
Exactly.
Twitter's probably going to get a big boost. X
Huh?
X will get a boost. All right, I'm about to clean y'all out of money.
Good luck with that, buddy. That's what I did in prison to make money. And I had people put money in my book. I played poker. Oh yeah, y'all are talking. You don't like that? Oh, he folded.
I wanted to see if you would.
Jesus. Did it show your cards for you, or did you?
It was a 10 ace. Oh, you're asking if I chose to show them?
Yeah, did it show you? I
Uh,
didn't know if it did it for you or you did it
no,
yourself.
you can choose.
Okay, good. Honestly, I want to show motherfuckers I'm bluffing.
I just want to see what the bot would do if I bet big.
Oh.
What do we even have? Nothing.
Dude, he beat you with a fucking pair of five.
Wow. That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Man, I couldn't get into a lot of the bets that you posted, dude. For some reason, I couldn't find them on Fnatic. Like I would search for alt hits and it wouldn't give it to me. Just give me like total hit bets.
Yeah.
I guess I need to learn how it works a little better. Have a 9, I'm gonna kick you in the ball.
No, don't have another. I lied. I did have an act.
I know you did. There's just a little bit of hesitation when that last 9 hit the table.
Right. Of course, the bot fold. Golly, those were some terrible calls. Yep, that's it. That's the card. Look at you.
Alright, I won one. Yeah, I like the other one because you could do cool.
You do pool?
You could do like gifts and stuff, or like memes. You could post little
Oh.
memes on the thing.
Yeah.
$5. That's a lot of money. See what happens.
Oh, he's went heavy, huh? Like, oh,
Damn, I think you got me.
you're in trouble now, buddy.
I think you got me. I
That's
knew it.
yeah. 4 queen, 4 king. Jeez.
How close can you get? I thought, you know, I thought you were gonna have a 5.
Right. Hmm. $10.
$10.
Yeah, dude, it's a lot of fucking money. Okay, we got action. $10. You're in trouble now, buddy.
Yeah, that was not the card I needed, but I'll call it $10 if you're bluffing. I don't know how you could be right now.
I got 2 pair, buddy.
We both just lost the spot.
Yes, we did. Oh, what is not hating when I get these fucking cards.
Oh, I should have pulled it. Yeah. It's alright.
You look like you're running a little low on the funds there, buddy.
I know, I need to get my money up.
We'll take it.
Alright. I'm gonna come back with the full amount again. How about that?
Works for me. Ooh.
Damn, I got him.
Jeez. That's a pocket pair, of course.
Dude, I almost folded without even looking at the cards. And that would have been stupid. Because I was gonna go take a piss real quick.
Okay. The fucking bot's raising.
He's got a pair or something.
Give me a heart. Ooh, that's not gonna work. What's he got? He just checked it out. Dude, you had ace king and he checked. Holy shit. If another heart would have popped up, I'd have been pissed.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back.
All right.
Virtual poker.
Yes.
and on whoever you're playing.
Yes.
So you're not doing anything important.
No, not necessarily. No.
Continue. So recently and for like some few minutes.
Trump's doing an address to the nation right now. Oh, I guess I'm here by myself now.
World strikes on the three key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime, Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin-Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, I had to crack a beer after that one. What is this now?
Well, according to Israeli officials who've spoken to media this morning, they say that the attacks on Iran will certainly continue, that they are in no way finished, because they say that it's not only the nuclear facilities and nuclear capabilities that they were after, that's what they wanted to destroy, but they also want to destroy all of the ballistic missile capabilities, all of the drone capabilities, anything militarily now that the Iranians have, because they had retaliated and fired back at Israel after those initial attacks on June 13th. That's what they want to destroy. The military has said that this is going to be a prolonged campaign and that people in Israel should brace themselves for more attacks. And that was nearly 2 days ago. But the Israelis say that this was one of their big goals, was to eliminate Iran's nuclear capabilities. And Netanyahu says that that has now been accomplished. That has also been echoed by U.S. President Donald Trump. But again, there's a lot of fear as to what escalation this can cause in the region, because this is not just the Israelis now, this is the Americans getting involved. There are other regional actors who could potentially get dragged into this as well. So now Israel is looking to see what they are going to do next. There have been new guidelines from Homefront Command that have been issued inside of Israel. There have already been guidelines about limiting gatherings, limiting any sort of large crowds outside. And now they've closed schools. They have closed most workplaces. Only essential workers are allowed to leave. They're asking people to stay in safe rooms. There are a lot of people in Israel who have decided to live in these makeshift underground sort of shelters in mall parking lots and such. So the Israelis say that this is one large accomplishment, striking the Fordo plant, because again, they could not do that on their own. And they were hoping the United States would get involved, and they said they worked together in tandem on these attacks.
As you said, Hamda, fear of what might happen next now and how Iran will respond. But already in the last week, we've seen Iranian missile attacks in Israel, on Israel, targeting multiple sites, and you know, the damage, the scale of these attacks is unprecedented for Israel. Remind us of what the Iranians have been able to hit within Israel and the sort of psychological impact it's had on the Israeli population.
Well, the Israelis certainly underestimated what type of response they were going to get, because Israel, while it has a pretty ironclad defense system, it's certainly not foolproof. And there have been a lot of projectiles that have been able to bypass these air defenses and hit pretty strategic targets in Israel. That includes ones that are used by the government and the military, both.
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm room and built a Wix web.
That's some pretty crazy shit.